On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Huddle.
To crowd or press closely together, cuddle.
Examples:
Huddle in a temporary shelter. Huddle around the open fire. The children huddled together for warmth in the cold winter storm.
Jigsaw.
A tool with a fine-toothed blade used for cutting intricate curves and patterns in thin material such as wood or metal, typically with the blade being reciprocating. A type of puzzle that consists of irregularly shaped pieces that must be fitted together to form a complete picture.
Examples:
Jigsaw puzzle. Jigsaw woodworking. The jigsaw blade needs to be changed before we can continue the project.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Playwright.
A person who writes plays.
Examples:
Acclaimed playwright. A playwright attached to the theater. The playwright's work was praised by critics and audiences alike.
Balanced.
Taking all sides or opinions into account equally, being in a state of proper equilibrium.
Examples:
A balanced diet. A well-balanced mind. We conducted a balanced assessment of intellectual and cultural history.
Communist.
Relating to or supporting the political ideology of communism, equals a form of socialism that abolishes private ownership.
Examples:
Communist Party. Communist activist. During the Cold War, many countries feared the spread of communist ideology.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Mock.
To make fun of someone, usually by imitating them in a witty but harsh way.
Examples:
mock his accent. Mock at his misfortune. It is impolite to mock fun of a foreign student's English mistakes.
Retreat.
The act of moving back or withdrawing from a position or situation, a period of rest or relaxation away from work or everyday life.
Examples:
retreat deeper into their territory. Retreat in a mountain region. Many people go on a retreat to recharge and reconnect with themselves.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Vain.
Having an excessively high opinion of oneself, excessively concerned with one's appearance or achievements, producing no result or effect, or being unsuccessful.
Examples:
vain hope. Vain pursuit. He is in vain searching for a new job since he has no experience in the field.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
the wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Arrange.
To plan, prepare for, and carry out something.
Examples:
arrange the meeting. The list was arranged alphabetically. I need to arrange plans with him for the celebration.
Distill.
To purify or refine, to extract the essential elements.
Examples:
distill a liquid. Distill information. She decided to distill her thoughts into a more manageable list.
Inconceivable.
Hard to imagine or believe.
Examples:
inconceivable pain. Inconceivable ideas. It would be inconceivable for him to alter his behavior.
Saga.
A long, detailed story or account of heroic deeds, family history, or notable events, often consisting of a series of connected episodes.
Examples:
Fantasy saga, historical saga. The epic saga of the family's journey through time captivated readers worldwide.
Defy.
To challenge or dare someone to do something, to resist or disobey a rule, decision, etc.
Examples:
Defy gravity. Defy authority. She tried to defy her parents by moving to the city against their wishes.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples:
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Pirate.
Especially in the past, a person who attacks and robs ships at sea.
Examples:
Pirate treasure. Video pirate. The pirate captain ordered his crew to attack the merchant ship.
Rap.
A type of music characterized by a strong, repetitive beat and lyrics that often focus on social and political issues, a reproach for some lapse or misdeed.
Examples:
Rap music. Get a rap. The new rap album is getting a lot of attention.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady indicating a stable condition.
Engine.
A machine that converts thermal energy to mechanical work, something that has an important role used to achieve a purpose.
Examples:
A steam engine, an air-cooled engine. The policies he announces can be the engine of economic growth in the country.
Bow.
To bend your knee or body, or lower your head. Noun, a weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material, strung with a cord and used to shoot arrows.
Examples:
Bow and greet, a bow wave. She bowed to the audience after her performance.
Dip.
To put something into a liquid for a short time and take it out again.
Examples:
Dip a pen in ink. Dip a chip in the sauce. Please dip up a bucket full of water from the well.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Horizon.
The line at which the Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet, the range of interest or activity that can be anticipated.
Examples:
The event horizon of a black hole. Business horizon. As the sun set, the colors of the sky merged with the horizon, creating a beautiful orange and pink hue.
Bluff.
To try to deceive someone into believing that you can or are going to do something, or that you have knowledge or abilities. Noun, a high steep bank, usually formed by river erosion.
Examples:
Bluff the other side. Riverside bluff. He bluffed a person out of going.
Bravado.
A bold, swaggering display of courage or competence that is intended to impress or intimidate people, often in a way that is exaggerated or insincere.
Examples:
Lose my bravado. Heroic bravado. The show of bravado by the bully only served to mask his insecurity and fear.
Rig.
To prepare or set up something in a certain way, typically in a carefully planned or fraudulent manner, to equip with sails or masts.
Examples:
Rig an election. Rig a ship with new sails. He rigged the game so he could win the prize.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Suburb.
An outlying district or residential area of a city or town, typically comprising middle-class and affluent neighborhoods.
Examples:
Suburb development. Suburb life. He grew up in the suburbs, but always dreamed of living in the city.
Demographic.
A statistic characterizing that describes people or groups of people based on their age, sex, income, etc.
Examples:
Demographic analyses. Demographic policy. Several demographic indicators correlate with care admission.
Immigrant.
A person who has come to a country where they were not born to live there permanently.
Examples:
Immigrant communities. An immigrant from the country. Police received a report of illegal immigrants in the area.
Oblivious.
Not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
Oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Snippet.
A small piece or brief extract of something.
Examples:
Snippet of wisdom. Code snippet. The journalist saved a snippet of the interview for later reference.
Halting.
Hesitant or wavering in speech or action, faltering, stopping or pausing repeatedly and intermittently.
Examples:
Halting speech. Halting progress. The negotiations between the two countries were proceeding in a halting manner.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else. A place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Assembly.
A group of people who have been elected, especially one that meets regularly and makes decisions or laws for a specific region or country.
Examples:
assembly line, assembly hall. This company's assembly plant is an enormous facility.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Qualification.
An official record of an exam showing that you have completed.
Examples:
qualifications for the job. Possess distinctive qualifications. Applicants must possess a verified teaching qualification.
Allocate.
To give or distribute something, such as resources or duties, to someone or something for a particular purpose.
Examples:
allocate resource. Allocate budgets. The company allocated a portion of its profits to developing new products.
Tuition.
The act of teaching something, especially when given to a small group or one person, fees charged by education institutions for instruction or other services.
Examples:
tuition assistance. A college tuition. His father cannot afford his tuition.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
a good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples:
regardless of the difficulties. Regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Second-hand.
Having been previously owned or used by someone else.
Examples:
second-hand car. Second-hand information. He was excited to find a vintage suit at the second-hand shop for a fraction of the price of a new one.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
at a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Ankle.
The part or joint connecting the foot to the leg.
Examples:
Ankle injury. Pair of ankle boots. He accidentally sprained his ankle playing squash.
Sear.
To char, scorch, or burn the surface of something with intense heat, of pain or experience, to be deeply felt or remembered over a long time.
Examples:
Sear tissue using a hot iron. Sear the memory into your mind. Be careful not to sear the meat too long, as it can become tough and chewy.
Chant.
A simple melody or tune, typically one that is repeated or sung in a monotonous way. Verb, recite with musical intonation.
Examples:
Chant melodies. Chant in the chapel. The soccer game crowd broke into a chant of "Go, team, go."
Slit.
A narrow cut or opening, often made by a sharp instrument or tool. Verb, to cut or make a long, narrow opening or incision in something, typically with a sharp instrument such as a knife or scissors.
Examples:
Slit pocket. Slit the fabric. He made a small slit in the paper to fit it in the envelope.
Occasional.
Happening or appearing at irregular intervals, not constant or regular.
Examples:
Occasional visitor. Occasional assistance. She only visited her grandparents on occasional weekends.
Graffiti.
Writing or drawings scribbled, scratched, or sprayed illicitly on a wall or other surface in a public place.
Examples:
Graffiti art. Graffiti tag. The city spent a lot of money cleaning up the graffiti on the buildings downtown.
Stiffen.
To make or become stiff or rigid, to become inflexible or unyielding in one's attitude or behavior.
Examples:
Stiffen joints. Stiffen penalties. The cold weather made my muscles stiffen up.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Bypass.
An alternative road, channel, pipe, or connection that allows flow while the main one is closed or obstructed. Verb, to go past or round.
Examples:
Gastric bypass operation. Bypass circuit. This patient must undergo bypass surgery.
Exhausted.
Extremely tired.
Examples:
The exhausted food sources. Exhausted parents. The exhausted runner fell to the ground and gasped.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one. the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Nightmare.
A very frightening or unpleasant dream.
Examples:
Have a nightmare. Nightmare situation. Life as a waiter was a big nightmare for him.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Inflexible.
Not able to be changed or adapted, rigid or unyielding.
Examples:
Inflexible rule. Take an inflexible stance. His inflexible schedule did not allow for any changes.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Sponsor.
To provide funds for a particular event, program, individual, etc., as a way of advertising.
Examples:
Sponsor a contest. Sponsor a local group. Our company sponsors numerous disabled athletes.
Parallel.
Being everywhere equidistant and not intersecting, of or relating to the simultaneous performance of multiple operations.
Examples:
A parallel case. Parallel processing. He walked a road parallel to the railroad.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Relentless.
Persistent and determined, continuing despite difficulties or setbacks.
Examples:
Relentless attack. Face relentless pressure. The athlete's relentless training paid off in the end.
Enmesh.
To entangle or involve someone or something in a complicated or difficult situation. To catch or trap as if in a net or mesh. To become entangled or caught up in something.
Examples:
Enmesh the fly in its web. Become enmeshed in legal battles. Her family drama enmeshed her in a web of lies and deceit.
Precarious.
Not securely held or in position, dangerously unstable or uncertain, dependent on chance or uncertain conditions.
Examples:
precarious job, precarious financial situation. She had a precarious hold on the ladder and was afraid to move.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
tragic love stories, tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
burn scar, carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
victim of a violent crime, violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
the problem of drug abuse, victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
isolation booth, the country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Catapult.
A device used to hurl an object a long distance.
Examples:
powerful catapult, catapult mechanism. The army used a catapult to launch large rocks over the castle walls.
Tan.
To become brown as a result of exposure to the sun.
Examples:
tan after sun exposure, tan poorly. She spent the whole summer tanning on the beach.
Anonymous.
Having no known name, identity, or known source.
Examples:
anonymous letter, anonymous house. She received several anonymous calls.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
a resident of the city, resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
invite guests, invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Venue.
A location or place where an event or activity takes place, a place where something happens or is performed.
Examples:
venue capacity, wedding venue. The concert venue was packed with excited fans.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
draft a protocol, protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
Cutlery.
A collective term for utensils used for eating and serving food, typically made of metal, such as knives, forks, and spoons.
Examples:
silver cutlery, plastic cutlery. The restaurant set the table with gleaming cutlery for the fine dining experience.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
routine business, a built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
words of comfort, comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Unsung.
Not praised or famous, but deserving to be recognized for one's accomplishments or contributions, not publicized or acclaimed.
Examples:
unsung accomplishment, unsung songwriter. The community's unsung heroes often go unnoticed, but are essential to its well-being.
Asleep.
In a state of sleep.
Examples:
asleep at the wheel, dead asleep. He lay down and fell asleep immediately.
Unemployed.
Not having a job, although able to work.
Examples:
assignment for the unemployed youth, people who are unemployed. My father was unemployed for so long.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
neglect to call, neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Margin.
The space around the edge of a page or document. Finance, the net sales minus the cost of goods and services sold. Margin error. A profit margin. Unfortunately, the book's margin was too small to make notes.
Disenfranchise.
To prevent someone from having the right to vote or from having an equal opportunity to vote.
Examples:
Disenfranchise voters. Disenfranchise citizens. The new citizenship laws will disenfranchise many immigrants.
Candid.
Honest, straightforward, and frank in someone's words or actions.
Examples:
Candid conversation. In my candid opinion. The candid photography captured the genuine emotions of the moment.
Frontier.
A border that separates two countries, or the area near this line.
Examples:
Frontier disputes. The Italian frontier with Switzerland. He worked at the frontier of behavioral economics.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Outsider.
A person who is not part of a particular group, community, or society, someone who is considered to be on the periphery or outside of established social circles.
Examples:
Outsider perspective. Outsider artist. Living in a foreign country can make you feel like an outsider at times.
Insider.
A person who has privileged access to special or secret information about a particular organization or field.
Examples:
Insider trading. Company insider. He's a Wall Street insider with a lot of valuable information.
Presumption.
An idea or belief taken to be true without proof or confirmation, an assumption or hypothesis based on incomplete evidence or understanding, a forward or audacious attitude or behavior that assumes too much authority or familiarity.
Examples:
Presumption against forfeiture. Presumption of guilt. It is a common presumption that doctors know best, but patients should always ask questions and be informed about their healthcare decisions.
Province.
The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation.
Examples:
Bengal Province. Home province. A network of railways has developed over the province.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Implacable.
Incapable of being appeased or pacified, relentless, unstoppable, or unyielding.
Examples:
Implacable criticism. Implacable hatred. Despite multiple negotiations, the opposing sides remained implacable and unwilling to compromise.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Humility.
The quality or condition of being humble, a low estimate of oneself.
Examples:
Develop an attitude of humility. Lack of humility. We were filled with humility at the sight of the Queen.
Daring.
Brave and taking risks.
Examples:
Daring escape. Make a daring face. Her choices become increasingly daring and creative.
Hunch.
To lean forward or arch one's back in a way that suggests a feeling of suspicion or uncertainty. To have a feeling or presentiment that something is true or likely to happen, without evidence or explicit proof.
Examples:
Hunch against the rain. Hunch up the shoulders. I hunch over my computer all day, and my back aches after a while.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Irresistible.
Impossible to resist or refuse, very attractive, appealing, or compelling.
Examples:
Irresistible charm. Irresistible force. The aroma of freshly baked cookies was irresistible to her.
Penny.
A small denomination of currency or coin, typically the smallest unit of a currency system. In the U.S., a coin worth 1 cent.
Examples:
Penny stock. Save a penny. I found a lucky penny on the ground while walking to work this morning.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between 2 job offers.
Relocate.
To move or move something or someone to a new place and build a house or a business there.
Examples:
Relocate a company. Relocate with a new job. The university relocated to campuses several miles away.
Adventure.
A journey or a series of events that is unusual, exciting, or dangerous.
Examples:
Gastronomic adventures. Adventure film. He sailed the Atlantic Ocean multiple times during his adventures.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Mandarin.
An influential and high-ranking official, notably in the civil service, the branch of Chinese, which is the official language of China.
Examples:
Ancient Mandarin house. Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin dialects typically have relatively few vowels.
Prosecute.
To bring legal action against someone in a court of law, to pursue or carry out something to completion or achievement.
Examples:
Prosecute criminal. Prosecute case. The attorney decided to prosecute the suspect for stealing from the store.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples:
Temple complex. A tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Casket.
A rectangular container, often made of wood or metal, in which a dead body is placed for burial or cremation.
Examples:
Plain casket, wooden casket. The funeral director closed the casket and secured it with screws.
Midnight.
The middle point of the night, usually defined as 12 a.m. or the start of a new day.
Examples:
Midnight snack, midnight shift. I stayed up until midnight watching my favorite movie.
Monk.
A member of a religious community of men living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
Monk lifestyle, cloistered monk. The ascetic monk spent his days in prayer and contemplation in the monastery.
Sinew.
A tough, fibrous tissue that connects muscles to bones, allowing for movement and strength, a source of strength, energy, or resilience.
Examples:
Flexible sinews, sinew injury. The hunter aimed at the animal's sinew, knowing it would be a fatal shot.
Thwart.
To prevent something from happening or succeeding.
Examples:
Thwart enemy plans, thwart attempts. He thwarted the thief's attempt to steal the painting.
Defeat.
To win against somebody in a fight, war, or attempt.
Examples:
Defeat a global power. Defeat body odor. Despite his best efforts, he was unable to defeat the enemy.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Unperturbed.
Not troubled, worried, or disturbed, calm and composed, not affected by emotional or external factors.
Examples:
Unperturbed confidence. Unperturbed demeanor. Despite the criticism, he remained unperturbed and continued with his work.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line, verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.